If you correspond with Ralf on television, video, or telephone, audio, or you chat, text, or email him, you're giving him permission to duplicate it, rebroadcast it on any of the Take Your Life Back Today show broadcasts.
Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides of life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4005-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-4005-HELP.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm the Addiction Recovery Coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back show. Last year, 2016, a magazine called Sober Nation came out with a few stories, sober stories. I was fortunate enough to be in one of those stories. But here I'm going to read 4 or 5 of those stories. One of them happens to be mine. I'll give you the details right now. The name of this particular person was Gretchen Archibald. She's 36 years old. She's been sober since 6/21/2013, which happens to be one day longer than me. She's been sober now. This was as of the other day when I first came up with the, when I first put this on my teleprompter. She was sober 3 years, 286 days. Sober Nation will ask the same question to the same 3 or 4 people. The first question always will be what it was like, meaning what was it like to be addicted to alcohol. She says it was like waking up from a long, bad dream. Sober Nation says, what happened? My husband had left me and it finally hit me that I was potentially throwing my life and my family away. I sat down on our sofa and told myself I couldn't live like this anymore. It was our 11th anniversary. That was the day I stopped. What is it like right now, they ask. Sober Nation asked Gretchen. I have a whole new and different life than I did 3.5 years ago. My husband came back. We are happily raising our kids together and we can work through it all together as a team. I am happy. I am healthy. Next person is Michael, age 55, sober since 6/7/2013. So Michael has been sober for 3 years, 300 days. Same question again. What was it like, Michael? I was in active addiction for 15 years. After my first marriage fell apart, I met a wonderful woman. I was so happy with her. We got clean and sober together and remained that way until her death in 2012. I again found myself in the bottom of a bottle trying to hide the pain I was feeling. A friend saw my struggle and led me back to recovery and to the Lord. What happened? Sober Nation asks. I realized I was literally drinking myself to death, and I wasn't thinking about my children or even my grandchildren. I was also dishonoring the memory of my late wife. What is it like now? Every day sober has been a blessing from God and my new sobriety family. I now have the courage, the strength to face my fears and problems without the utilization of alcohol. Name, the next person is Ron. Age, 65. Sober since 6/25/2008. Sober for 8 years, 283 days. What was it like? Well, what is it like? A never-ending cycle of problems, troubles, lies, and desperation. But what happened? Finally hit bottom. What is it like now? Only through God's grace I'm alive and sober. Next person is yours truly, Ralf Friedrichs. Age, 54. This was in 2016. I'm 55 now. Sober since 6/22/2013. Sober for 3 years, 285 days. What it was like to be in the predicament I was. Life as a drunk was like living at the bottom of a bottle, always looking up and never finding my way out. That was up until June 22nd, 2013, when I looked up and I saw a light shining through the neck of the bottle. The light shined so bright I extended my hand and grabbed the light, and it was then that I felt as if the light put itself in reverse and pulled me up and completely out of the bottom of that bottle. What happened? After I hit rock bottom, I knew only one thing. I needed to change my life. I attended a few AA meetings, but they weren't successful for me. I needed more involvement in my sobriety. 24/7 sobriety is what I needed. I started to study books, and then suddenly, like the light that shined into the bottle, God extended his hand and said, "Follow me." And I did just that. He blessed me with an idea that would shape up to be my new sober life. What is it like now? I took God's idea, turned that idea into my first website, www.clearviews.info, then my second website, www.takeyourlifebacktoday show. I then created my show called Take Your Life Back Today show, which you're watching right now, taping right now over 1,800 videos. The name of my show is based on getting my life back. As time went by, over 25 rehab centers have my videos playing on their sites. I've been guest on other shows. I have interviewed many folks as time went on. In a nutshell, sobriety has given me a new lease on life, and God has given me a chance to help others through my show. Next one, her name is Mackenzie Anderson. Age 33. Sober since 6/17/2010. 6 years, 291 days of sobriety. What it was like? It was hell. I came very close to losing everything I ever had, including my life. I lost my job, I lost my relationship, my family, and almost lost custody of my daughter, who's the most important thing in the world to me. I lost my self-respect, my ability to look in the mirror, my freedom, my autonomy, and my will to live. What happened? My family had a much-needed intervention, and I didn't fight it one bit because I was ready to give up. I was tired and couldn't imagine going on like this for any longer time. What is it like now? It's the life I've always wanted but never even dared to dream about. I am married with a new baby. I have a wonderful family. I have a great job, great friends, great relationship with my family, and I've got a great relationship with the women I see in the mirror. Josephine Santa Fe is the name. Age 55. Sober since 6/16/87. That's a long time. That's 29 years, 299 days. Congratulations, Josephine. That is a milestone. What it was like. Clean and sober for 29 years. I wasn't the person God wanted me to be. What happened? Rock bottom became the solid foundation in which I rebuilt my life. What is it like now? God is good, very healthy, happy, and loving my life. These are Sober Nation Magazine Sober Stories. Yours truly was one of them. This was in 2016. There are more. I could read on forever. But these are just some stories, and as you can tell, there's a story behind every person that reached out for help and that is living in recovery. None of us on these stories are fully recovered. We live in recovery. We've learned how to live in recovery. And that's the difference, is learning how to live in recovery instead of just living life sober. There's a difference, because you can be sober and there's a chance, if you don't live in recovery, there's a chance that you will relapse any given day. Learning how to live in recovery prevents you or helps you from doing that. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're living a life in recovery. And if you have any questions, you can call me at 844-405-HELP. And together, you and I will help both of us take our lives back. And may God bless you.
but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there. Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. Will ask, you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer remember, there is no